Welcome to my new channel. It's called Serato. If you're watching this video, you're very special to me. This is the first, actually the start. So thanks for clicking this video. If you want to learn more about Serato mechanics, music in general, how to videos, just please consider subscribing for more great videos. Alright, in this video, I'm actually going to show you the basics of using Serato. Mostly Serato DJ Pro. But in this video, I'm actually show you the basics, the literal basics. So what you need to know, or what first you need to know to actually start getting to play Serato. Some might ask, what is Serato? Serato is a software that is used in digital mixing and digital vinyl record mixing. So in layman terms, Serato is basically a software that you use to actually record or mix music for your audience or to play music in general. So it's basically where your songs are going to be that you're going to play. So it's basically a software program like any other program. Basically it connects your computer with your controller so you can actually use the controller in basic layman terms. We'll actually talk about controllers in a different video, but as I said, this is actually the basic. And point to note, you don't actually need a controller to actually start playing Serato. You can actually start playing right from your computer. So once you have Serato Play or you subscribe to Serato Play, you don't need any controller to actually start playing. Just once you have your keyboard, which is the keys that I'm actually going to show you now that you actually need. Once you have those, you're good to go. Alright guys, so as I said, I'm going to explain the basics. So the first thing you actually need to know when you start using Serato is how to actually load your tracks. You have to know how to load your tracks into Serato or on the decks. That's the first thing you need to know before you even can learn how to start and stop the song. You need to know how to get the song into Serato. I recommend getting one of these Serato DJ mats for your MacBook keyboard. To load your songs on deck 1, you hold Shift and the left arrow. Basically that's it. Just to load your tracks onto deck 1, Shift and the left arrow key. The left arrow key that you use play game and all that, but yeah, that key there, and the Shift key. Simple guys, that's for deck 1. For deck 2, Shift, same Shift, but the right key. So it's basically in the direction you want the tracks to go. So if you're playing and you realize the track is on deck 1, your next track you want to put is on deck 2. So to actually get the track on deck 2, you hold Shift and the right arrow key, because on your computer, the deck 2 will be on your right and the deck 1 will be on your left. Okay, it's very simple. So on your left of your screen, it's deck 1. On your right of your screen, deck 2. When you're loading your tracks, you hold Shift and you press the direction you actually want the track, or which deck you want the track to be loaded at. Simple, right? Point to note, each key is different for each deck. So deck 1 and deck 2 has totally different keys to actually control something or do whatever you want. So deck 1 different from deck 2. Basically the same thing on your controller. On your controller you have the jog wheel on your left, which is deck 1, the jog wheel on your right, which is deck 2. Different buttons for different operation. You will not have one button dedicated to actually do stuff on this same wheel. So you actually have independent buttons for each operation you want to do with Serato. So the next basic thing you want to learn now is how to play and stop your songs. So as I said, on deck 1 and deck 2 there are different keys. So deck 1, to play and stop your tracks, it's actually W. So the key W is what you use to start or stop your tracks on deck 1. On deck 2, S, right below the W. Serato make it so easy for you. W for deck 1, S for deck 2. It is that simple, guys. Don't need a big head for do. And as they're right, there's a there. And as I said, you do not need a controller. So if you're worrying about, oh, the controller is so hard to understand, don't worry about. You'll get there. Trust me. Just start with your keyboard and you move on. Next thing you also want to learn is how to set cues. The cues are very important whenever you start mixing. Once you start mixing your tracks, cue have to come into play. So on deck 1, up on the deck 1, you have up to 5 cues to choose from with your keyboard. So you have the numeric key from 1 to 5 on your keyboard. Actually, set the cues for deck 1. So remember, guys, deck 1, which is on the left side of your keyboard, which is on your left side of your screen, the deck 1. The cues, how to set the cues is 1 to 5. You want a cue where the song starts and where is the hot cue. The hot cue is where you want your audience to start hearing the song. You do not want to mix over the hot cue. You want to mix into the hot cue. I will have future videos on how to actually set this up, guys. As I said, this is a new channel, so just bear with me. I'm coming with content fully at you guys. The cues on deck 2 is from 6 to 0. So basically, some controllers give you different amount of cues. So it all depends on your controller. If you're using a controller, you get more cues to use. Or if you set more than 5 cues, basically, you have to actually click the cue. So if you set up to 7 cues on a song, you'll have to manually use your mouse and actually go up there where the song is and actually press the cue. The next thing you want to learn in Serato is the pitch or changing the BPM. The BPM, it's beats per minute. Basically on deck 1, to pitch up. So you have pitch up and pitching down. Pitching up means you're bringing up the BPM. Pitching down means you're lowering the BPM. So to pitch up on deck 1, it's actually the key R. So you're going to hold the key R to pitch the song upwards or raise the BPM and get it to 100 BPM. From 95 to 100. So to pitch down, it's the key right beside R, which is E. So the key E, pitch it down. So deck 2, guys. So deck 2, to change the pitch, as I said, there are different keys. So to pitch down on deck 2, it's actually the key D. So to lower the BPM on deck 2, actually key D. And to raise the BPM on deck 2, it's actually the key F. Okay, guys, so the key F is the key you use to raise the BPM. I'm trying to explain in layman terms, not for experts, for beginners. I'm trying to explain it. So you want to learn how to change that manually on your keyboard to actually get your songs to mix properly. So I'm going to use an example. You're playing your track on deck 2, right? So the track you're playing on deck 2 is 100 BPM. The next song you're going to play on deck 1 is 95 BPM. So you have to manually get that BPM to 100 to actually mix the track. Basically, you want to pitch up the song because the song's at 95 and you want to get it to 100. So if it was vice versa. If you don't understand, please comment below. I will actually get back to you guys in a jiffy, because I want to answer all of your questions. If you don't understand something, if I said something not very clearly, please comment or timestamp it. I will get to it and I will actually help you guys, because I'm here to actually help with Serato. Get the Serato DJ mat. It will really help out beginners. The next best thing you want to learn when using Serato is, where are your samplers? Or what are the samplers? Where are they? What are they? How you set them up? So basically, samplers are sound effects you use while you're playing your set. So you're playing your set, and or you have your jingle with your name. So most DJs have jingles or lasers, in their Serato samplers, because that's what we use. You don't want to set a song as a sampler, because you don't want that song to play while you're playing. So the sampler is just small sound effects you want to play or press it while you're actually playing. So the sampler keys on your keyboard is from Z, the key Z, to the greater than sign on your keyboard. So that's a total of samplers per bank. Let me explain what are banks. Okay, banks are basically where your samplers are stored. Serato has 4 banks: Bank A, Bank B, Bank C, and Bank D. Each bank has slots. If you find the information in this video very helpful, I would suggest you sharing it with a friend, sharing it with your DJ friends, sharing it with your DJ brethren them who want to become a DJ, or if you know somebody that wants to become a DJ, subscribe them to this video, push them to this video, so they actually can see the basics of what they need to learn before they even start branching out and start doing other stuff with them, don't even know the basics. So guys, if you find this video interesting, please like, comment, and share the video. Please subscribe for more great videos. As I said in these videos, anything you do, as I said in this video, anything you do not understand, please comment and let me know. I will actually get back to you. Even if it's personally, I'll get back to you. Instead, because I want this channel to grow, and I want my young DJs to actually become a DJ. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. I'm out.